Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. VL as an organisation has suffered a lot of hard times recently. They've been scathed on social media for having organisations like Fireflies and Vulpine Esports who couldn't really hold up to it in big games. And now they've suffered criticism for letting last on this piece of content. We can't let that happen anymore. It's me, Cradden, returning to this or that. And with me, as hopefully usual, is Ruben. How's it going?
So much better now. I feel like all the dread that I was having, think maybe it's going to be last again this week. It's all just flown away right now.
Yeah, if you're watching this on stream, by the way, I really want to hear what you guys think of Last. Do you want to encourage him to get back on? Is he an overrated, flag-waving, eagle-bearing, bad ADC who relies on his team? We can let you guys make your choice.
Ideal. All right, well, let's crack on. Let's get right into it. First up, we got who has the bigger 0-10 power spike? Is it the Yone? Is it the Yasuo?
That's it. Like when we first did a Yone question, we weren't sure how it was pronounced, so we called him John or something like that.
I called him Yone.
Yone, that's it. Your memory is exceeding. And so Yone sounds a bit like a greeting, so let's Yone it up. In terms of 0 and 10, I think Yasuo has the power spike, and he's better at inting because he can dash out, but he doesn't have the seer that Yone does. A good Yone will just get into a fight, and then when he's suffering lethal damage or in a dangerous situation or against hard CC, he'll just nope out of there. A bad Yone, however, will go into the fight, then uses W, and it's essentially a load of little kids sitting around waiting for a pinata to drop from the sky so they can just wail on him. So I'm going to say at good level, Yasuo has the int power spike, but if you're picking up Yone for the first time, that's the int button.
Right. Well, I'd hope that a good Yone isn't going 0-10. Hopefully not in my games. But, well, I don't think I've seen a Yone go 0-10 and then actually pop off. I've seen many a Yasuo go 0-10, hit 2 items, and then pop off. But every Yone I've seen has like either brain damage or the biggest brain in the world. It's like the guy's either doing these thousands of micro calculations to figure out exactly how much damage he's gonna do, and it doesn't fucking matter because he does 1,000,000 damage anyway. Or he's going in and like you said, they're all just crowded around waiting for him to come back, ready to beat his ass.
Dr. Seuss with a baseball bat, just.
So I'll say if a Yone's an Inter, he's an Inter for life. And if Yasuo is an Inter, there's like a 90% chance he comes back in the game off a one shutdown. So I'll go with Yasuo on this.
Yeah, we're on Yasuo for that one.
Yeah, alright. Glad we're in agreement for the first slide back together. Let's see if this continues onto the next slide.
Let's break it.
What is the better duo, Sona Lux or Sona Taric? Now,
that's a good one, and I've played both of these, but when I'm playing Sona Lux, I'm always the Sona. When I'm playing Sona Taric, I'm always the Taric. You know, for those very sick, very rugged and very framed mechanics and plays. Not the abs. You thought I was going for it. I didn't mention them at all. Yeah, in terms of what you want to do as a duo, I kind of like Sona and Taric because then you have a bit of a more defined who does the damage, who doesn't. Mm-hmm. But then with Sona and Lux, okay, here's a little tip for anyone who's going to play NSK soon, and that includes 7DSS shortly after this. Myself and Law, we're well polished, we have great synergy, and Impress, our coach, has built into us something great that we can use whenever we play a lane where you don't necessarily have one player who farms. We try to use single words to sort of represent bigger plays. So we say the word Gryffindor, and that means top laner get ready to teleport to a ward in the third bush in bot lane that I've just set up. For this instance, we say Springfield, which is, as one of the two farming players in this bot lane where there is no primary farmer, I have reached the support item gold penalty and now wish for you to start farming. So we just say Springfield and then instantly switch.
Oh, no.
Sona and Lux, I think because me and Laura have had more practice, I like that as the duo, but Sona and Taric has a place in my heart.
Right. I'm gonna say Shay has played a ton of Sona Lux, and by a ton of Sona Lux, I mean any amount of Sona Lux, and it was enough
Nice.
for me to disband her or disown. That's the one, not disband. Disband. Anyway, I will say I prefer to have on my team Sona Tarek, because Tarek's got a much better looking model than Lux, and a much better laugh and voice lines and everything.
And the bit where he does the gem photo thing.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's the. It might be the taunt. I think it's the joke actually. Yeah.
Control 1 is the one, yeah.
Yeah, that's joke. Yeah. And also, I prefer to play against Sona Tarek because at least they've got one melee champ, and Lux's shield isn't shielded for half of their health bars permanently. So I'll say I prefer in both instances Sona and Tarek. I hate Sona Lux. But that might also be recency bias because I haven't seen Sona and Tarek in forever. Whereas I've been trying to play some assassins recently, going it. Oh, they're full HP still, and I'm dead. So
yeah, I think either one could quickly become a heated lane when you play against it. Are you with Shay when she plays this?
No, never.
I mean,
I wouldn't.
You are both the same elo, so it could happen.
She's D2 at the moment, so
I think you mean Platinum Plus.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So we're both in agreement on the Sona Tarek on this one, keeping the streak up. See if this continues for the whole episode potentially. Third slide, what we got? The biggest crowd favorite, UPR versus Bob.
Now, for me, I like UPR and what they've done. They've had a lot of banter. They've got a lot of really close results, and I really loved when they got their first win. Everyone was so proud of them. Bob, easy. It's not even close. Like, Bob were great anyway. They were every neutral team's favorite back from the days of 2 Group A, B split. But then when you throw in Doomer's banter in chat, when you throw in the fact that whenever Bob score a win or score a series, there's everyone in VL General cheering for them. The fact they've called themselves Bob rather than, let's face it, United Porus of Runeterra, as much as it's a joke name, it's a fairly serious outfit. Natural Summon Killers is edgy central. Horizon Light and Shadow, it's nice and fantastical and you can get images from it. They've just called themselves Bob. That's excellent. And they get all the crowd favorite points for that. It's so clear for me.
Yeah, I'd love to give it to UPR because they interact. They're even in the unofficial, completely not affiliated trash talk server, and they don't care. They just embrace it all. They know they're a bit of a meme team, and they just roll with it. I like it. Bob usually have been in past splits quite silent, or at least in 2019 they never said anything in chat, but now they've really come to terms with what it means to be Bob, and I can't fault them for that. I love watching Bob games. It's always exciting to see. Maybe this is the time they win. Maybe this is the split that they win Division 2. Who knows? I mean, probably not, but we could hope.
They probably won't win because they're in Division 3, but they might have. They are, yeah.
They're Div 2.
They're 3-1 in Div 3 at the moment. So if they beat like Horizon Light, they'll get playoffs.
Wait, have we? Oh, we haven't played against them. Wait.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Quickly rushes through.
Oh, it is Div 3. Wow. I swear to God they were Div 2 at some point.
That's your last game. So that's at the end of August in like 2 weeks' time. Horizon Light Bob.
It is definitely one of the scarier matchups for Horizon Light. We'll be doing plenty of prep for this one. We'll be like Deja Vu Academy, right? And then we'll get oh shit, but Bob though. We'll be doing 2 weeks of prep for Bob. Nothing for Deja Vu Academy. But anyway, to answer the slide, the bigger crowd favorite's got to be Bob. Sorry, I went a bit off topic.
Big streak, 3 out of 3. Let's go.
All right, let's make it 4. Best use of coins, Bet VL or opening packs?
Oh my god, I've fallen a bit in love with BetVL recently, although thanks to Kali, the odds come live about 5 minutes after the game starts. So let's just say the interface is a bit limited. But yeah, I'm loving the idea of it, and as long as Callie and Kui and the gang can keep up with the level of workload, it's really cool. I've actually made 3 bets so far. I can't see the third one on the live bet screen, but basically I've bet on my own academy team twice and they've lost, and I've bet on Tempest at a 9-1 odds and they've lost as well. So let's call it mixed reviews at the moment. We're opening packs. It's lost in the midst of BetVL, but opening packs was the original thing that everyone wanted the coins for. I think the only reason it's not been mentioned a lot recently is just because Kui and I think Valk and the gang are still hard at work on making the packs for Split 2. Yeah. So there'll be a massive resurgence in opening the packs, seeing if you can get 2 seasons of Trololo when that comes out. Get some gold in there, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm personally interested to see if F1 cards can join that, because I think Impress and Charmander are working on that at the moment to add to the VL group. So if people want really subjective ratings on cards that don't pertain to games they play at all, then that's a great way to spend the coins you don't have.
True. I mean, I'll say I'm a fan of opening packs, but I think I own all of the non-gold cards at this point. I'll tell you what, I saved up 1k coins because I was like, right, I've already got a Trululu. I need to get the Split 2 one. And then Lev says he's poor, so I use all of my coins buying packs. And then 2 weeks later, bet VL, and I'm like, well, fuck. So I had like 20 coins, and I still decided to bet 50 coins on something. Obviously lost the bet. I can't remember what it was. It was some... I think I bet on UPR and they let me down.
No, you did actually, and the spicy bit was that they were against Horizon Shadow at the time. So you bet against your own boys to lose.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
I don't know if that's a win-win or a lose-lose. Either you get the bet or your team wins, or it's just, no, my team are trash, let's bet on their opposition.
Nah, I wanted UPR to win that 100%. I was rooting from the whole time. And then I went into the negative coins, so... I'll save up some coins, and then as soon as I hit 100 coins, next UPR game I'm betting on it.
Oh damn, Charmander put 500 coins on Tempest.
Oh really?
That's a big F in chat, by the way.
He's gonna be the richest man. Oh wait, oh no.
They lost.
Ah, right, yeah. That's a bit unlucky. Oh, I think I remember him saying in the call that he was he thought he was gonna win big on that because they won one game. Poor guy. But I'll go with since my net gains from opening packs is 42 cards, and my net gain from BetVL is losing 50 coins. I'll have to say the best use of my coins so far has been opening packs.
And for me, it's opening packs in terms of rewards, but that could all change depending on when I bet on NSK's next opponent.
True. All right.
Let's keep it going.
On we go. What is more annoying, rescheds or bad scrim etiquette?
Right. Let's give this one a go, because I don't know which to talk about first. Rescheds. Let's make it simple. They're good, they're useful, they cover for emergencies, and if you accept the reschedule and then whine about it, you're a bad team. You should really check whether you can accommodate the reschedule first. I do feel, however, for the admins, the casters, and the production team, because especially for casters, they might research one game and then 4 hours before the game they'll go, hi-oh, note, different division time, YOLO.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing in general. The tickets were not fair by nature of once one team's been used, it can't be used by the other team. But it's a nice additional bonus. I think reschedules are good in theory. They got annoying in practice, but more for the neutrals like the casters, production, and admins.
Yeah.
Scrim etiquette. I can't comment on this because just in case Cirrus's name hasn't been dragged through the mud enough, he got a scrim together with Prime whatever. Or rather, I should say, he arranged a scrim with Buffo, or whoever the captain was of Prime, and then didn't tell any of the Nutsk Academy boys. So 10 minutes after start time, Buffo added us in the chat and then said, yo, Academy boys, where you at? And then Cirrus just did a surprise Pikachu face emoji. And the rest is history. Buffo probably got the most satisfying scrim feedback review. I don't think we've had too much bad etiquette. I mean, while I'm using this platform, the only one that sort of became a meme was Z-Man calling us a coin flip team when we played Paradox last season. But I think bad scrum etiquette, even though I haven't seen too much of it, it is the worst one of the two.
All right. I'll talk about bad scrum etiquette first. I will say, I mean, Z-Man didn't have a clue how scrim feedback was used when he wrote that. He thought it was a review of how the team played, I believe.
And to be fair, that bit was spot on.
In terms of, I don't get annoyed about bad scrim etiquette. I mean, I would get annoyed if someone didn't turn up and didn't say anything. But I was usually like terrible to all of Plague's scrim partners. If we were there 10 minutes early and they weren't starting on time, like, come on, boys, we don't have all day. And I was doing it as a joke, but a lot of people from EPL started to refuse to scrim us because I was a fucking dick to everyone. I didn't ever tell them it was a joke or apologize. I just, so I can't complain about bad scrim etiquette because I'd be a massive hypocrite. Reschedules, I feel like part of the reason, this is just my own theory of why the reschedules have become so big, is partially because of the ticket, but not actually using the ticket. It's more like, you should reschedule with us or we're going to force you to because we can. And I feel like then they're going to be like, okay, well, let's decide on an actual day a bit closer since we're preparing for it, for that game at this time. So I feel like that might be why the reschedule is happening, but I could be completely wrong. Maybe everyone's just going on holiday to celebrate that coronavirus is completely finished. It is no more.
Yeah, there's not a single case in the world right now. This mask that I'm wearing has no purpose whatsoever. It's just for aesthetics. And everyone, of course, party by flocking to Ibiza and grinding on each other on a dance floor.
Exactly. Although, reschedules have made it very easy for the stream schedule just being stream whichever two games are actually being played on the day.
Yeah, we had that twice in a row for senior team. It was beautiful.
And I don't know. I'm not a fan of reschedules because it means that if I'm like, hey, I want to watch, I don't know, some garbage team play versus some other garbage team, I can't watch that anymore because they're playing on Tuesday and I have to spectate them and it's not as fun without casters. So
okay, that might be our first split.
Yep, I'm going to go with reschedules. I hate reschedules.
Oh, while we're on this slide for a few seconds, Rock and the boys at the 7DSS, while we're talking about bad scrum etiquette, do you remember that sub-top laner you got in when we scrimmed at the start of the split? The one that played Aatrox, won against us in like 15 minutes and then spammed Mastery 7 at our Nexus turret? Yeah, we're coming for that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think you knew him. He was a sub-top laner. We'll have a few laughs about that one later.
Alright, they brought in, what's his name? John Wick to fill for a scrim, I guess.
That's the one. Mastery 7 on Aatrox, John Wick. Stomper of VL, Destroyer of Worlds.
Exactly. Well, our first split, unfortunately, maybe we can get it back on track with the next one. What was the better forfeit? Boldsy or the VL Tats?
I like it. I don't know. I think these are Volk's tattoos, by the way. He hinted as much before we started recording, and I don't know how permanent those tattoos are. Whether they're like for a few weeks or whether they're for life. And oh wow! So I don't know if Volk was audible then, but he told us that the tattoos you're seeing are Juicy's, Angry Cookies, and Volk's himself, and they are permanent for life, so put some respect on those names, guys. Boldsy is fun to look at, and I don't know whether that's his head or his thumb, but we'll move on. Looking at the tattoos, to put something like that on yourself for life, it's actually really cool, and it actually transcends forfeit into, damn, that's something that's part of my identity. And as a result, it's a brilliant forfeit. So yeah, I'm going to say that tattoos, massive respect to them for getting those.
Boldsy, that's Man, that's so easy to do. You just, for me, I don't even have to do anything. If it was, I'll go bold for a £250 forfeit. I'm like, okay, I'm already there. I'm chilling. But VL tattoos, man, you got to go out your way for that. And I've been recently told by some trivia on Name It or Flame It that apparently I had fully funded these VL tattoos, and well, not a good use of money, I'll say, but
but while we're at it, like if you were personally paying for that tattoos, you could have gotten to get a Plague logo or maybe your face somewhere, but that option didn't seem to be offered.
Yeah, why was that not an option? Everyone gets the Plague logo. That would have been so good, actually.
Can we also point out as well that the bald head forfeit was done during the peak of quarantine lockdown in the UK, so Joycey probably didn't have to go outside for the next 5 weeks anyway. So stuff like Baldsy and Valk having his head shaved, and I think Charmander actually dyed his hair pink. It's cool, it looks good, and it's a nice forfeit, but you don't have that having to walk into a bank and talk about your current account while sporting the pink hair.
Yeah, absolutely disgraceful. Should have got the VL logo tattooed on his forehead as well, just to add to it. Okay. But yeah,
with that mental image,
could have been like Avatar or something, you know. Looks almost like the arrowhead down. Who knows? All right. So yeah, we'll agree. We'll get back. We're back on track. Better forfeit. Definitely the VL tattoos. 100%. All right, and I think we're moving on to our last slide now. Wait.
Oh my god. We were warned it was going to be about us, but I just wasn't prepared for this.
Oh dear.
Is that the Snapchat girl filter? I think it is. Like,
maybe.
I've sent a couple Snapchat girl filters in my time, and that looks fairly similar. Now, the one on the left, Creeley, is that Charlie or like Natalie? Or well, we'll leave that for now. Like the fact that I've got similar facial structure to my family, and the fact that my cousin has that color and that style of hair now means that I look a lot like my cousin in that photo. It's a real mind blower for me, but none of you will know her. So that's, I think the only difference there is going to be the amount of lipstick, maybe the little pencil mustache on both sides, or maybe the jaw shape. But that's a real nostalgia blast for me there.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Wow, Treluna, strangely attracted if I didn't look like such an alien when I look at it. I don't know what it is. I think it's the fucking eyes, or maybe it's the cheeks. Something about it makes me look like an alien.
I think it is the eyes. So in that one, like the shape of the girl's hair is not the same as the shape of the girl's head that would fit that hair is not the same as the shape of your head.
Yeah.
So it sort of distorts it a bit.
I don't even think that looks anything like me, actually. Whereas I can see the resemblance in the Krayley, but that looks like this isn't even. This is just like they've got some fucking random person. I mean, maybe it's because I'm me and I can't see myself as a woman.
So the real trick to decide who would be more attractive would be to dress up in those costumes and see how many lesbians we could find. Only the real contest would be try and dress up as the other one and confuse just about everything. Sexualities, appearances, makeup artists, the whole shebang-a-bang.
Oh dear. I think I'll leave this one up to the Twitch chat to decide.
Yeah, is one of these more attractive, or would you like to see any of the players, any of the admins given the same Snapchat goal treatment?
Yeah, give someone else this pure torture to look at.
Imagine if this is like our last question format for all of this or that's to come. Like we have to like rate them out of 10.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not looking forward to that if that is the case. But
so yeah, with those two 10s on screen to play you out, thank you for watching. As always, it's been great to be back after a couple of weeks break. And let's have a quick look at the schedules to see who you'll be watching if reschedules don't happen. So if you're on VL1, You're about to watch Horizon Shadow versus Vengeance, a really top-tier match in Division 1. And VL2 is reserved for Division 2. It's Whiff's Elite taking on OP Nerds, and both of those are sort of mid-table at the moment, so that's a really close match as well. It's been me, it's been Ruben, and behind the scenes it's been Valk and all sorts of Snapchat girl filters. Best of luck to any players, thank you for watching, and have a good night.